Hey, welcome back to another episode of Instant Ramen Podcast. I'm your host, Juan, and as always, my co-host is here with me. Hey, Trip.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. I thought today was going to be dreadful. It's just been lovely. Been having a good ass day.
I thought you were gonna say, I thought today was gonna be dreadful. Instead, it was just awful. So
No, that would be my last place that I worked at. This place, nice. I like it. I'm getting everything good.
It's pretty good, man. I'm happy to hear that.
Getting it tight. How have you been? How are you?
I mean, it's the. I already fucked up. I was about to say
it's the third week of school.
I was about to say what week of school it is. I don't know. It's got to be like the third week of school. I don't know.
I love that you're just like, fuck, man. It's
got to be like the third week.
School sure is going, right,
School
gang?
has started. I've started scheduling out my week on like a Google Calendar, by the hour. Like that's how
I want to do that.
It's good.
It sounds satisfying.
It's really good, except for when you like wake up and you're just like, in an hour from now, because I wake up like in an hour from now, I have scheduled to animate for 2 hours straight, and they go, I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
I want to do that with like a personal trainer. Just like, hey man, help me out. I need to schedule my sleep times really quick.
Yeah, it really sucks when you're up till 1 a.m. watching fucking Sword Gai Part 2. And then you're like, it cuts into your sleeping time. Anyway, this week we're talking about Sword Gai Part 2.
How did you do that segue? Holy fuck, I didn't even see it coming.
Fucking nailed it. I'm a best around. Bring me down. I'm not the best singer, but these mics do us a huge service.
Lot of great things.
Hey, and if you stick around to the end of the episode, you probably hear some great use of the mic. We do a little.
We're spoiling it already.
Yeah. Well, I just want people to know at the end of the episode, we do a lot of funsies stuff. This time.
It's true. It was really hard for me to not come into the intro like
whispering. Yeah, man, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I recently got engaged. I don't know if you heard.
What? Congratulations!
Thank you. I'm very happy about it.
I am too.
I just don't like telling Sierra I'm happy about it because I don't want her to get any ideas.
Yeah, just like, all right, come on now. You know that I don't give a fuck about you.
If I set her up,
so goddamn.
If I set her up for like a shitty or like a really lame engagement, that means she's set for when her life ends up being super sucky.
Yeah,
and if it's good, she'll be happy. I just want the expectations to be really low.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's funny is though. Sierra brought it up this week when we did Pathfinder.
Yeah.
My fucking internet, my fucking Facebook, all the apps I go to, anytime any advertisement comes up, it's just engagement shit.
Yeah,
they fucking know. How do they fucking know?
It's crazy. Well, I think that like after a couple of pictures, like you announced it on Facebook, like got engaged, right?
It said, now engaged.
So after a couple of pictures and after that, they could tell that like you're fucking going through this whole engagement like, woo, we're fucking going, boys.
Yeah.
So they just jam all this engagement shit at you. Like,
I think there's just a department,
your bridal shower.
There's just a department at like the internet or whatever, the company, the internet.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there. He's like, when do you have to get engaged? Send them all the shit. Go. Like that's what it works. Anyways, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually see it when I look up stuff. Okay, the real reason I'm upset is because usually my ads and stuff are just full of like chock full of anime stuff.
Yeah, so honestly, I like my ads.
I do. So it's like hey, check out this cool anime shirt, or check out this cool, fucking Full Metal Alchemist figure or something like that.
You remember Real Monsters?
Yeah, and now it's just like,
hell yeah.
Hey man, you looking for fucking photographer for your wedding? Sign up for it. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
I already have one of those. Get away from me.
I got an iPhone. We're good. We're solid.
It's like, I'm going to give it to somebody and they're just going to take pictures. It's fine.
Everybody's going to have disposable cameras. They're always going to take their own pictures.
Oh, shit, you doing that?
No, I don't know.
All right, it's been done before. And it's always fun, but like...
you always get a dig here or there.
Yeah, dude, exclusively for me.
Exclusive dick pics, yeah. Well, let's see what else.
Never the same one is important. Always got to make sure they're different, but it's just chock full of them.
I'm trying to think about what I did this week. That was pretty cool. We got to see Perfect Blue.
Thank God you brought this up because I love Perfect Blue.
It's a good movie.
It's really good.
We'd seen it before. We invited Sierra. I didn't know she hadn't seen it. So
I know, right? I figured. I don't know why. She just watches like nearly everything we talk about on the show.
That's what I thought. Maybe she got around to like checking it out. But apparently she had it, and I asked her how she liked it, and she was just like, it was okay. And I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this anymore. Now she liked it. I mean, for the most part. What's funny is that like it ended, and she's just like, hey, what's your favorite stab? I was just like, what a weirdo. My favorite stab was this. No, it's a really good movie, right? And then the cool thing is, it was a Fathom event. So at the end, we get like a little bonus stuff for the most part when we get to see this. So we got an interview with what was his name?
Satoshi Kon.
Satoshi Kon.
But before we get into that, I want to just compliment the Fathom events for changing it from the beginning of the movie to the end after the credits. Because, man, going in and seeing No Game, No Life was so frustrating.
Having it spoiled for you.
Just like, what the I don't even know these characters. Why are you fucking dropping names?
It's such a stupid thing. They're like, yeah, this character's plot's pretty much this, and when he dies, it's kind of a bummer. You're like, excuse me? I haven't seen this new movie yet. Yeah, no, so they really wised up and
they figured it out. And I also, Coco was a very bad experience because of that. Just the beginning of Coco being like, thank you guys so much for watching this movie. Here's a bunch of Frozen. Just like, excuse you?
Go suck a dick. Yeah. That really sucked. Anyways, so what's cool is that, like I said, we'd seen this before, so it was just kind of cool to see it again and pick up on things. It's funny, you picked up on things that I didn't pick up on, and you're like, yeah, you noticed this? I was like, no, I had no fucking clue. He's just like, yeah, well, I'm just better at this thing. I don't want to say what Tripp said that he picked up, because if you haven't seen this movie, for sure go watch it, however you can. It's such a good movie. It's from 1998, right? So
that sounds right.
It's pretty old, but it's still, I feel like it holds up really well.
It does. It also has that fun, like,
nostalgia,
retro kind of vibe to it. At least for me, like, seeing things from the 80s and stuff always felt good, like, growing up after that.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't around during this time and don't, like, remember it well, or you were just a baby or whatever, I feel like it still would bring on that sense of nostalgia.
For sure. I agree. I really, really like the way it looks. And it looks pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie, it did shake a little bit, and I think I only noticed it because it was on a big screen. But I got used to it.
It was kind of shaky because just older animation was very difficult to align everything correctly.
Yeah, it's all hand drawn. Yeah, it's like,
and like all the frames are placed by hand and everything. Ugh.
But it was really cool. For the interview at the end, for people who don't know, the director of this movie, he passed away a while ago. So he only actually directed a handful of things, right?
Yeah, and pretty much all of them are gems.
Yeah, all the things that we had an episode where we talked about him. And
a few of his movies, like Perfect Blue, Tokyo Godfather, Paprika.
Which is the one that you told me to watch way back in the day.
Which is pretty cool that, like, I mean, I hadn't seen it before, but then when you go and watch Perfect Blue, you see all these parallels in like the movements and the like magical girl kind of sense that's also not a magical girl.
Yeah. And that was his first big movie, right?
That was the first big break,
which was really cool. But seeing him being interviewed, like he was in like an older guy. I mean, like not older, like, I mean, he looked, he's from the 90s obviously in this video, but it's super funny because he's like being interviewed and he looks like he's in a time capsule, and it looks like he's like in a different time.
It's so interesting.
Like he's being interviewed and he pulls out a cigarette and just lights it, which made me chuckle. I was like, oh man, the fucking 90s, where you're just like, yeah, we're talking, just pull out a cigarette, start talking. Like,
now that shit gets censored immediately. Yeah, just like, no, we cannot.
It's like if you and I were talking, we're just like, here we go, and just like pull out a cigarette, like start smoking. Like you don't mind, do you? Like in the middle of a room, right?
It would just be so fucking weird.
And
but then again, I don't know, like, I think it's one thing to be like hanging out with the smoker and then we just start smoking in the middle of the room. Like we each know that we smoke or whatever.
Yeah.
It's weirder to be like, these other people that don't know that we smoke, like we're just going to fucking light up a cigarette right there.
I think it was super weird because it's just like, it's an interview. So you're like, oh, he's being interviewed.
Exactly.
So
it should be professional, but he's just like, I need a cigarette right now.
Super loud. And
weird.
He took like 3 drags out of it, maybe, I'm just like waiting for him to pick it up, It's more like he just needed the hit and then you just listen, like just the smoke, the smell of the smoke. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. I don't understand how cigarettes work exactly, but that fucking... Ooh,
it was super funny. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about was like he was being interviewed and asked questions about the movie, and he was
not ready for an interview because he's not the kind of person that should interview.
Absolutely. Like he was being asked questions like, "What do you think about this?" and "How do you think about?" Some people say the movie's kind of complicated and kind of hard to understand, and "What do you think about that?" And his response is just like, almost all his responses, either he absolutely said words, but very rarely answered the question, followed by him scratching his head and being like, it's kind of hard to explain, but the best one for when he was just like, it being complicated, he just goes, yeah, you know what? We didn't intend to make it super complicated to understand, we actually made it easier. It was easier, and then we made it more complicated in quotations. Like we made it a little more. Yeah. And then he's just like, Yeah, but I mean, we worked on it. Like, we totally understood it. We weren't, and this is like, yeah, no shit. You fucking wrote it and worked on it.
It was so funny for days. He was just acting like, this movie isn't confusing or complicated at all. You fucking idiot.
Exactly. It's just like, hey man, your work's kind of confusing. Fuck you. You're confusing. I'm not confused. You're just stupid. But he wasn't mean about it. It's just, I think what it has to be like attributed is, I feel like maybe. Because I really like his work. Maybe you're just like one of those really eccentric, smart people.
I think he really is. Like, he gets it,
but he can't explain it. Yeah, it's just like, oh man, like, you're really good at like music. But if someone asked you about music, want to talk to you about music, you're just like, I don't know. You just kind of wiggle my fingers on the strings and the music comes out. That kind of like that thing. Like, why do you write it this way? Why do you draw it this way? And he goes, I don't fucking know. It just felt right. Fuck off.
I mean, you could explain like the process of like, I started drawing a long time ago and I just really kept at it until I developed my own style, and that's that.
But he's just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Well, like, either answer sucks, because it's just like, no shit. Literally everybody is just like, I worked really hard and then I made the final product.
It was still pretty cool to see him, and mad respect, R.I.P.
It was also pretty interesting seeing like none of his answers answered much.
Oh yeah, no.
But seeing how he's made such amazing, influential films, and seeing that this is how he like tells people about his work, I'm so happy that he got the opportunity to make these things, because man, in like a more business world where everyone has to be like sociable and whatnot, he would not be. He would
have struggled. But
that would have been a no-go.
It's cool that someone somewhere saw that he had something to tell, and he told his story. He did a great job. I really love this movie. I love a lot of his movies. There's a few pieces of work out that he's done that I haven't gotten to see, but I for sure want to
one day we'll
try
to
track him down. Yeah. So we did that. Saturday we played Pathfinder.
Yep, we played a little bit of Pathfinder.
Pretty cool. We finished this arc, this story. It was a tough go.
It was a tough go. I was almost a goner. Yeah, my soul got ripped out of me, and y'all fucked him up a whole bunch until Eliza stabbed him in the by him, I mean like a giant demon that opened up a portal to another world where essentially like giant arms were coming down to destroy our world.
Anyways, crazy. It's like Doom. Have you ever played Doom? It's like Doom.
It's Doom. There was a Green Knight the whole time that was Doom Guy. If you never catched on to that,
I did. I don't play Doom.
Yeah, he's just a dude in green named Doom Guy. That's his whole deal.
Is he really? That's his character name?
Yeah.
Is it ever expanded on?
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got no story other than like, hey man, you came to this planet and now there are demons. And you're like, well, I can't have that. Yeah.
Which one's older, Wolfenstein or Doom?
They're like around the same time. I don't know exactly which one's older.
They're pretty much the same game, right?
Yeah, they're very, very similar. Okay, yeah.
Because I played one of them when I was younger. I can't remember which one. I just know I remember walking down hallways and shooting at things and opening doors.
Yeah, for sure.
It could be either game.
Honestly, there are some like other ones that are very similar to it too. They're like magical ones, so you're like shooting wizard spells and whatnot.
Just shooting wizards at people. Here you go. Here's your wizard for you.
Enjoy your wizard.
Yeah.
So there are things like that. I don't know which one's older though. I know that Duke Nukem, it like became a game like that, right? But it used to be a side scroller. Really? It used to be a side scroller, and you would like go and let people out of prison cells and stuff, and you were in space doing some space shit. Nice. I think
that's cool.
I don't know. Just weird how there were all these games that were like the same thing, but they all kind of came from different backgrounds and whatnot. I mean,
well, all games are different. But now they all have fucking what's it called?
Yeah, now every game's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, man, every game's the same. The new Spider-Man game came out. They're gonna fucking adding a battle royale feature. It's gonna be great.
Nope. Wait, yeah, it will be great.
No,
it's Spider-Man.
It'd be so dumb. God, what a fucking shit show. Anyways, man, what's up with you? What have you been up to?
Not a whole lot this week. Just played a bunch of World of Warcraft and
cool.
Having fun with that.
Yeah, they're collecting stuff or whatever.
Yeah, kind of
cool.
It's whatever. I don't know. It's stupid.
You're a nerd.
Game sucks. Big nerd in the big house. Okay, so I want to complain about some shit really quick.
Okay, this better be really quick.
I think I explained it beforehand, but I'm going to go over a little bit more. So I ordered an entertainment center for my TV, right? I ordered this a fucking couple weeks ago before I moved in the new place to make sure that it got here the day after I moved in here. The first thing that I got was a... what are you looking at?
These are receipts.
Oh, yeah. Good receipts. Nice. I don't remember what they're for.
I can't either.
TV stuff, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so I ordered this entertainment center along with a rug and a table. I ordered the table first, then I ordered the rug, and then I ordered the entertainment center.
Mm-hmm. Wait, online or at the actual store?
I went to the store. Okay. I talked to a woman. She was like, these are yours. What was your name? Paid for them. Anna.
Put her on blast, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Fuck you, Anna. You know who you are. You know what you did, bitch.
So, anyways,
I got your back.
This terrible person, Anna, was super nice and really helpful. And then everything was supposed to come in on time. Well, they delivered 2 things on time. And the reason they didn't deliver that other thing on time, well,
someone else sold it.
Anna sold it to somebody else. She fucking sold it.
Oh, I thought another employee sold it.
Nope.
It was her.
No, it was her.
Fuck you, Anna.
She sold this fucking entertainment center to somebody else. I was getting it delivered. They were taking it from the store. She forgot that she sold it to me. She forgot to put the little sticker on there that says sold and then write all of my information on there. She totally forgot. Then right after the person bought everything, they finished up and he walked out. She was like, fuck. All right, well, I got to go help this guy out. You know what she did to me? Sweet thing. She offered to let me pay $600 more for a fireplace installment in the entertainment center that just looks gaudy as fuck. So I was like, yeah.
She fucked up.
Uh-huh.
Her solution to make it better was, hey, I'll give you a sweet deal and we'll put a fireplace in the entertainment center.
Uh-huh.
You
have to pay for.
Like a real fireplace.
Like
a faux fireplace?
Like a fake fireplace, but it's also it heats.
But it's supposed to...
I know.
It's supposed to hold your big TV up.
Yeah.
How would you want it to get hot?
No.
So she's just a stupid bitch.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm like, no, I would not like that model. What else can we do? And she's like, okay, or it'll get there in 2 weeks, but you won't have to pay for the shipping because I messed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. No, I'm not paying for the shipping. But she didn't offer any other kind of conversation. She was just like, yep, you don't have to pay for the shipping. It was my bad, so I'll eat that cost. She's like, okay, whatever. So anyways, time goes by. It's the day that she's supposed to send it my way. Haven't heard anything. Can't make the call at work. It's too busy. And then they're closed by the time I'm off. Mm-hmm. So the next day, even though it was fucking busy, I'm like, I got to call this bitch, So I took a second to call her and be like, yo, where the fuck it at? And she's just like, so it's going to be in the warehouse tomorrow and they should ship it to you soon after that. And they'll give you a call ahead of time and I'll make sure to call you and stuff. I'm like, okay. And now we're running on Monday. No call yet. This fucking entertainment center and all y'all motherfuckers that came over on Saturday night had to be like, hey, why's your TV on the ground still? It's like, why the fuck do you think it is? I don't have my goddamn shit I bought.
What's funny is that I figured that, obviously I figured the entertainment center didn't get delivered.
Yeah.
2, I was like, I'm the last one here. I bet they've all brought it up. 3, I'm going to bring it up too. I love your entertainment center trip. Oh, it's not fucking here. Was it supposed to be delivered last Thursday?
I was so mad.
Look, man, all I have to say is fuck Anna. That bitch is dead to me.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Cool. So anyways, that was
You been watching any anime on your nice TV that's on the ground?
No.
Okay, I just wondered.
Not since last week.
Actually, because I want to let you know, I've been watching some of Steins Gate Zero.
Nice, catching up a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm on episode 17 or 18. So
what's going on?
Fucking Super Haka and
the little girl.
His future Super Haka wife or whatever.
Yeah.
They went on a date, and then at the end
of the
episode, it's just like, oh, they're together and it's super great. And then we get a fucking big old zoom out and the fucking crazy bitches on the roof. And she's like in her leather type thing. And was like, oh, someone's going to fucking die. And I'm super excited to see where it goes. But yeah, it's, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
It'll keep getting better for you too.
I don't know. I think the outro for the second part of it, I don't like as much.
It's just like, oh, cool. A phone is spinning.
Yeah, it's super shitty. I didn't realize it until, a couple episodes started. But I remember really liking the outro for the first part of the season.
Yeah, it was just like a broken hourglass and some chick wailing.
It's kind of crazy.
Like, oh yeah,
it's kind of crazy how much I notice it. Like, wow, I do not like that. Yeah,
bring back the old stuff.
Yeah, I want to puke in my mouth. Anyways, that's the only anime I've been watching besides catching up with like My Hero and Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan's getting really good.
That's good. I have like a watch list of stuff at this moment where I'm kind of putting it all off because I've been trying to actually do shit, and I have been doing shit. So
yeah,
I need to watch more anime. That's what I need to do. Speaking of watching things, I don't know how I feel about this, and I don't think you care at all about this situation. I feel like I'm conflicted with. Anyways,
I feel like
it's nothing personal. No. It's like, literally nothing personal.
Like, what are you going to say on the air?
So a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
Don't give a fuck.
No, not even that. Just about my question about how you feel. Anyways, a new trailer came out and it showed like Big Hero 6's world and whatnot. And I'm into it. I wanted to see it, so I did. And I watched the trailer. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm so fucking stoked. But I've already played the demo for it. I've seen trailers. I've been getting more and more excited. And I feel like I'm at a point where I should really fucking stop watching the trailers. Like, I almost didn't watch this one.
Why don't you?
Just because. Why don't I stop? Yeah, I know. I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
I want it so fucking bad.
It's about to come out.
It'll come out in January, but I've waited so long. So each trailer that they put out, I'm just like, oh man, I need this. But I also want to be surprised by what else they're putting in.
I feel like you're hurting yourself.
I might be, but I don't know, man, because I haven't seen like any cutscenes. It's just been like a 5-second snippet from each world, just like, hey, this is Baymax. And I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Baymax.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't really know how I feel about watching trailers for something that I'm already definitely going to see.
I
don't know if I'm like trying to convince myself like it's not going to be good or something like that.
I don't think I think you're just. I mean, you're here's the thing: you're gonna like the game regardless because you're a super fan.
Yeah.
Unless they totally like.
Well, I've been a super fan of Kingdom Hearts for a while. That being said, only the main series games, all the other ones are just
trash.
Like, not trash, but not for
again,
me.
it's because like you they're not tricking you. They're like, oh, I get it. This is fine, but this is the one I want.
Yeah, kind of.
But what I'm saying is like you should just stop. The way I do it for like trailers and stuff for movies. Usually nowadays the way movies work, there'll be a teaser trailer, which is just like a bunch of crazy stuff, and then there'll be trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3. Right? So I usually watch the teaser trailer of everything that comes out. Like, oh, check out these fucking clips and whatever. Yeah. And then I watch the first trailer and then I stop because then I don't want to go to the movies and be like, watch the movie and be like, oh my God, fucking this huge twist happened or whatever. And like, how do you know that? Oh, because it's, in the trailer. But I didn't watch the trailer, so it's great for me. People always complain like, oh, they ruined it on the trailer. Don't fucking watch it then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little different with the game, but I would just stop if I were you.
I really should.
January's not that far away.
It's not that far away. But they showed Randall from Monsters Inc.
Shut the fuck up. You'll be fine. You waited 4 years. You'll be fine.
4-ish years.
You'll be fine. Yeah. Anyways, you got anything else to talk about? I'm going to go to the news.
No, I don't care about anything.
Cool, let's go to the news.
All right, cool. So the news. This week in the news, Made in Abyss has put out a second key visual for the upcoming movie, which... These are recap movies, but holy fuck, does this look tight?
Yeah.
Since the second half is like the much darker part of Made in Abyss, I got excited and I'm like, I either want to rewatch that show or I want to watch these movies.
Wasn't it like 12 episodes?
Yeah.
Super short. Yeah, it's for sure worth to watch. I'd rewatch it.
Yeah, I think I might want to do that, but I also feel like I never have enough time to rewatch shit now. Because the shit that I do want to rewatch is just like, so it's really easy to watch. But anime is never like really easy to watch. It's really enjoyable to watch, but I would never call watching an anime easy.
I would if it's a dub. So
if it's a dub, sure.
No, you think unless
the Nickelodeon video,
which one?
The Nickelodeon ad for Made in Abyss.
There's a Nickelodeon ad for Made in Abyss. Yeah,
it's like a fake one. I'm surprised. I feel like I should have shown it.
No, I didn't send it to
me. So a while ago it was made, and it was just like 2 young children.
I think I might have seen this actually. Yeah. Going down to find their mother in the deep dark abyss. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta find my mom. It's just so fucking dumb.
Twists and turns at every twist and turn, right? One of those things.
Yeah.
No, because so the thing with the Made in Abyss, I feel like I'm not going to watch these movies unless, someone says...
Sex scene.
Hey, You got me. No, unless someone says like, hey, there's like some original content. I don't mean some original content. I mean like, not like, oh, there's a scene where you see the main character, you know, she cleans her glasses.
There's like a good like 3 to 5 minutes.
I'd watch it. Yeah. If not, I'd rather just rewatch the series because it's such a good show. And, you know, just getting ready for whenever the second season drops.
Man, I'm so excited for it.
I mean, I was really bummed when we found out that it wasn't like a new
second
movie.
season or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been super,
and all that.
I would have been down to see like a prequel of like people going to the abyss for the first time, you know, with the mom or whatever. That'd been pretty cool.
That would have been tight. But the whole like meaty story is
that would have been good too. Yeah, I mean, but I feel like the show did it.
Well, the show did do it. That's why I'm saying like
they did a good job.
That there's so much more to this world. Maybe we could have seen the background on Ozai. Was that her name?
Yeah, the girl that. Yeah. What's crazy is that show. I mean, the show only does the meaty like it's 2 episodes.
Meaty's in it for like 4 episodes.
But I'm saying like her story.
That story is just 1 episode.
Is
actually,
it one? It's such a good episode.
One, but it's like a double length episode. I think
it's really good. Anyways, cool. I guess like I said, I'll watch the movie if people say there's new original stuff in it. If not, I'll just rewatch the show. It's not worth
True.
it.
Yeah,
it's still good. I mean, if you can't find the time to watch the movie, watch the show, watch the movies because again, it is shorter and people should be watching this amazing franchise. Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's shorter,
but I don't like
a couple hours.
I don't like saying that, but yeah, go ahead and watch it. Gross.
I agree though. Yeah.
Is that all the news?
That's all the news. I forgot we were doing news.
Like you stopped.
See, here's the thing. I know that the further into the episode we go, we're eventually going to have to talk about Sword Gai.
Yeah, we got to get there.
Check it out. Sword Art Online, Alicization, has been confirmed to be a 4-core TV anime. So it's going to air for 4 seasons in a row.
What's super funny is I was like, oh my God, like that's crazy. And I'm like, I tried doing math in my head. Like, that's like 100 episodes.
I'm like, yeah, I
know.
know.
And then you're like, wait, no, that's like 50.
Because I was thinking like it's really close to this one big number that's either 50 or 100.
It's still a lot of episodes.
Well, that would make like 50 episodes of Sword Art Online, probably more.
Yeah,
sorry, 100. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Look, I'm gonna watch this because I don't know why I'm gonna fucking watch this, but I have to, I guess, because it's Sword Art Online. I would really be down to have another season of Gun Gale.
I was just gonna say, if we did something like spin-off like Gun Gale, I would be into it.
But it's not. It's gonna be Kirito, and there's gonna be a new girl. I think there's a new boy in it too. And I bet you the boys finally. I bet you the boy. Here's the thing. I bet you the boy is actually gonna be a girl in real life, and she's gonna fall in love with him too. Because every girl falls in love with Kirito.
Have any gay guys fell in love with him?
I don't think they have. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
I haven't seen like 2 arcs of it or whatever, but
eventually they're just like this lesbian chick decides to be straight suddenly. Just like that's a thing you could do. Just Kirito.
He just enters the room and she just, it is a choice. I am in love with you. God, that'd be such a stretch. Oh my God, if they did that, people would be fucking pissed.
I know.
Like, excuse me? You're telling me a super lesbian
chick? But it's Sword Art
Online,
so every anime fan will be like, yep, that's totally how it works. That's what we gonna do that.
Is that what they sound like?
That's how I sound when I watch anime.
Today I was in class in my 441, which is my animation production class.
Yeah.
And I was like, my name is just animating, and there's some fucking nerds in the front. Our new teacher from Liverpool, I remember I mentioned him before. So he's like, he likes to do like the, blah, blah, blah. You know, you Americans like to do, you know. Like,
I got them.
That's how you do it in America. Yeah. So he keeps doing that. And so then somebody brought up anime, like, you know, and he goes, what's that? He goes, and then they go, animation from Japan. And he goes like, no, I'm just kidding with you guys. I know what anime is. I'm like, cool. And then he goes,
about to piss off all these kids.
Yeah. And then he goes, yeah, I mean, I know what it is. I just don't, the ones I used to watch the OG ones, like the ones I grew up with. I don't watch anything too new. And then one guy's just, and he's like, what are some good suggestions? Right. And I was like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm in the back of the fucking room. I'm just gonna focus on my.
I don't have a podcast about anime. You know,
I'm just gonna block out my fucking scene and mind my own fucking business, right?
Yeah.
And people start talking and this whole fucking thing. And one guy goes, "Yeah, man, you gotta watch SAO, blah blah blah. It's like the best anime out there, blah blah blah." And then he goes, "Oh, what's that one about? Oh, Sword Art Online's about a guy who gets stuck in an MMORPG. You know, he's stuck there for reals, and if he dies in the game, dies in real life." And then he goes, "Oh, he's stuck in an MMORPG." He goes, "That sounds like a lot of my friends back in Liverpool." And I was like, "Oh, what a fucking
classic roast."
I was like, "What a fucking douche." And then he goes, and then some girl finally speaks up and says what I would have said. She goes, "Yeah, no, the first season, the first like arc. The story online's really good, but then it just kind of gets really bad in the second, and it just doesn't get any better. And that guy goes, "Well, yeah, I'm not watching it for the story. I'm an animator. I'm watching it for like the way it looks." And I was like, I gotta go get a drink.
That's even worse.
I was like, I gotta go get a drink of water. I can't do this right now.
Like, yeah, it looks clean as fuck, but honestly, like, you can't say that you're watching something clean as fuck because you like the way it looks. I mean, and like, it's not like, oh man, like Ancient Magus Bride. Say that, I'm fucking cool with that.
Yeah, but
saying that you like one of the cleanest, like looking generic anime looks, like, I don't know.
I think the thing is like, as animators, yeah, it's true. We should strive for like things looking good. Like that should be that's kind of like our job is to imitate life and try to make these things look real.
I mean, in some ways.
Yeah. But the thing is, we should also not forget it's also our job to tell a story and a successful story and like be able to like.
You have way more jobs than just that one thing.
I mean, so for him to be like, the story's shit, but it looks good, and that's why it's the best. So like, no, there's plenty of shows that look good and have amazing stories.
Or look shit and have amazing stories. Or look
shit and like look shit, but it's good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that weird, ew, this looks off, but it's good.
You got Mob Psycho, for example.
Like in
I can name more too.
Galaxy,
yeah, all of those guys.
The ping pong, the animation, this new fucking Asobasi, whatever.
Yeah, Asobasi.
Yeah, I really like the way that show looks. It's pretty kind of ugly looking, but it's really cool, and I really like it.
Yeah, or you could go like very different styles to where there's like a general chibiness to everything, or you could go really extreme like Ancient Magus Bride. Yeah. You could have those extreme like face shots that you didn't see anywhere except for the Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Yeah, good one.
Like, there are just these really unique things that they would not look good in every genre, but they pull it out in the way that they do. I don't know. Anyways, we could get into a whole conversation about that. We should,
because Sword Guy's so bad. Anyways, that I just want to bring that up. Look, we're gonna watch. I'm pretty sure you're gonna watch Alicization too, because it's our job.
I mean,
so you're gonna watch some of it at least.
Maybe the whole thing is I don't know if I have to catch up because I haven't seen it.
You're going to watch some of it. You don't have to because you know the main character and it doesn't matter because they're going to just bring in new girls anyway.
Yeah, I guess that's fucking true. They're going to be like, weed is cured cancer. Let's go have fun or whatever.
Do you know who Kirito is? Yeah, you can watch the show.
Okay.
It's fine.
He's that guy that was the winner in that game that was in the spinoff, right?
Yeah, did he win Gun Gale?
Not in that, but yes.
Bullets of Bullets or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And whatever, fuck him. He used a laser beam and a fucking...
He cheated.
What a piece of shit.
He did. He fucking cheated. So, you know this little thing called Monogatari?
Yeah, it's the toothbrush one.
Yeah, so check it out. Zoku... Oh, fuck, I was going to nail this the first time, and I immediately was just like, I don't have it. Zoku Oriwarimonogatari.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Will be screening in 30 theaters on September 22nd.
I know what we're doing.
So just 30. We're going to Japan.
We're going to all 30.
We're going to see them all.
Hitting all 30.
Wow.
It's going to be tough. That's cool.
So go and see that.
I know we've never seen this like seriously, but people like it, so good for them.
Well, I really wanted to see it seriously, and then it's not for me. Yeah. No, it wasn't. I didn't even get that far. I started like the second season, or... One of the hard things about this is that they're all related to each other and you need to see like certain amount before you're able to watch other shit. But the fact that none of the names are like
easy to pronounce.
Part 5.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. It's so fucking hard.
Yeah, like which is which. Yeah,
like Neku Monogatari, Oriwari Monogatari. You got something with like a K. I don't know.
Cour Monogatari.
Kaze Monogatari.
Yeah, cool. Sorry. Congratulations. I mean, people are super happy about this. Yeah, go watch it if you're in Japan.
That's one of those things, too, where stylistically, this show looks fucking dope. It has some amazing scenes.
Never seen it. Couldn't judge it.
So fucking quick. And there are parts of this that I admire so much. And I don't ever care for the like characters and the story and mostly it's just the relationship stuff. I don't like any of that in the show. Anyways, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas has earned over 100 million yen in its opening weekend.
In Japan.
Well, yeah.
Cool, okay. I just want to like... Who came to it came to the United States and we're paying in yen?
We're paying in a lot of yen. I mean, that's over $1 million in its opening weekend.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I don't think... Is that like your name numbers or like...
I mean, I don't think anything is your name numbers.
I don't think it's Spirited Way numbers either.
No. So. It's still like, it's really good for this. very bizarrely named thing that apparently a lot of people know about, but like it's super impressive to me.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this whenever it comes this way.
Whenever.
So yeah, so good for them.
Hella good. A bunch of shows have been announced for next season, like a fucking ton of shows. And if you guys wanted to, you could find it online somewhere. We're going to talk about it next week, and that's when I'm going to post the link to the fucked up website thing. So yeah, I don't want to get into that right now, but we should definitely prepare for that next week.
We will.
And get excited about shows that aren't going to air on anything, like Backstreet Girls.
Hey, we're not going to prepare at all.
Oh shit. I mean, I might prepare. I already saved it on my desktop, man.
We're going to wing it. Like
we're going to fucking wing it.
Okay. Like we do every year. What are you saying? Backstreet Girls, is it just never going to play?
I have no idea where we could watch it, but it's airing. It's been airing.
It's so fucked, man.
We could just download it.
It's the one fucking show you wanted to watch.
I know, it's so bad too.
Such fucking bullshit.
It's probably garbage, and that's why we can't see it anywhere.
You know,
they're like, show us the first episode, and we'll see if you can stream it on our service.
I bet you're just going to drop on Netflix when it's done.
Netflix is going to come in with like, Dunna! Who fucking wants this shit?
Yeah.
Because we got it. No more news. We're done.
Cool. That's
news. Endo.
Okay, let's try to make this as painless as possible.
So Sword Gai Part 2. Studios that made it. Production IG, who does Attack on Titan, Haikyuu, stuff like that. Psychopaths. And DLE, who's done things like 18if and Akiba's Trip.
Yeah, Akiba's Trip sucked.
Yeah.
Akiba's Trip did suck.
You know what? Those are the best ones. In my opinion, those are the best ones that DLE has made.
Akiba's Trip? That's the one where they lose their clothes?
And that's one of the best ones that studio has made. I went ahead and I looked up the main director for it. He has directed so much that I've never heard of and don't really care about. Except he did direct Sword Gai, the animation, Part 1.
Okay, so for people who don't know, we reviewed Sword Gai Part 1 a few months ago when it dropped on Netflix. We had no idea coming into it.
I mean, we had seen it like popping up on Netflix for a while before we actually got around to it. Yeah.
And this was kind of the time when they started playing, like they started, it felt like almost every week there was a new original anime on Netflix. So
it was just like, Children of the Whales, be the beginning.
Fucking Aiko or whatever. Aiko?
Yeah, Aiko. And Sword Gai. And then they fucking come out with Violet Evergarden, and we're like, whoa, Netflix is going crazy.
Yeah, so needless to say, Sword Gai Part 1 was really fucking bad. We reviewed it. Like I said, you can go back and listen to it. But if you don't want to bother listening to that, you can just let me just save you.
Quick summary. Let's go.
It's fucking in this world, there's weapons, and they're cursed because they're weapons, and they possess people. And they make them into things called Busoma. And these Busoma are really shittily 3D animated monsters in this shitty 2D animated world. Our main character's mom was kind of possessed by a Busoma when she was pregnant. Had him, he was born and literally like was holding the cursed weapon or whatever.
Yeah, because she hung herself.
Yeah, she killed herself while she was giving birth or whatever. And, flash forward, homies, I think he's like in his teens, Yeah,
his name's Guy. That's the most important thing.
He's working as like with the sword guy kind of dude.
Yeah, he's working with the sword guy so that he could become the sword guy. Yeah.
And then, he loses an arm and then apparently the guy that saved him and raised him decided that the best thing to do is give him a prosthetic arm made with the sword that he's obsessed with.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Shiryu? Shiryu, yeah.
Is that right?
I think so, yeah. So now he has like a metal fucking arm a la fucking Violet Evergarden, a la Genos from, One Punch Man. And
a la, isn't that the same way that it was a Cowboy Bebop?
A la Cowboy Bebop. Point is, homie's got a fucking prosthetic arm that shouldn't fucking make any sense, okay? It's just like, there's only so much metal in a sword, and it made a whole arm. Like, this man? Blacked out arm.
You fucking know what, man? That's fine.
Anyways, the story progresses. There's a group of people who collect these people who they call Chrysalis, who can control the weapons before they become Busomas.
Yeah,
and their job is to go out and kill Busomas. And
Busomas are the big bad robots.
Yeah. Okay. And so then the way the first season ends is the guy who saved our boy Sword Gai, says, "Hey man, I need your help, but you got to promise me something. The day I become Busoma, you kill me." And then Sword Gai goes like, "Hey man, I'm an asshole." Because by the way, the whole time our main character's an asshole.
Angsty asshole.
He's just an asshole the whole time.
And his like fake sister fucking loves him. Just like has the biggest boner for him.
Anyway, so he's just like, this fucking Sword Guy's just like, "Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll kill you. I promise. I'm an asshole. I'm Sword Gai." Fucking end of the season. End of this fucking. I thought the show was gonna end. I didn't know there was gonna be a part 2.
Yeah, but fucking. I wish it did because holy shit, it was the best ending ever.
So Sword Guy's homie that saved him.
I think I like actually laughed out loud when it ended. It was
so stupid. So what happens is he turns into Busoma fighting a Busoma. And then Sword Guy's just like, "No, now I gotta kill you because you're a Busoma." And he kind of turns to Busoma for a split second. Yeah. And then and that's it. And then it cuts to black, and that's the end of the season. And then the fucking credits roll, and the outro just like,
it fucking came out of nowhere. Like, too. I was like, what? That's what I loved, because you were like, "Oh man, I'm ready for this big thing to happen." Sure, whatever, because nothing's happened the whole goddamn show, and then it's just like, "I'm dead," and also a bad guy maybe. And the thing is, like, in the course of 10 seconds,
like I'm sitting there being like, "No fucking way. There's going to be a second part." Like, I mean, in my head, it's like, they set it up for a second season. There has to be a second season. And then, like, I think a week after we reviewed it, it's just like, Sword Gai part 2 confirmed. I was like, fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Right? Like, be the beginning part 2. It's like, oh, okay. I did not expect the second part of that, but that's dope.
So this is one of those shows that if you haven't seen the first season, the second season won't make any sense to you. But hear me out. The second season's so much better. Fucking ignore the first season. And when I say so much better, it's still a really bad show.
Don't worry, you're going to be as lost as we were watching it. Because honestly, there are so many parts where they're just like,
"What's going on?
All of this science shit." And it's like, where did you science people come from?
Or how are you still alive? Or what the fuck's going on?
Oh my God.
Anyways, so so I remember I reviewed, a few weeks ago, I said, "Hey man, I watched the first episode of Sword Gai." The first episode just ends with the fucking wow moment. And you go, "Really?" And you're like, "Okay, now I'm excited." And then like,
what happened? Because I did not feel that way.
This is what happened.
I just remember not feeling that way.
I also would like to point out that I watched the first episode, and then I watched 3 episodes like a week later, and then last night I watched the rest of it. So I was up until 1 a.m. And you watched
I watched 12. All of it in one day. I separated into a good like 5 episode block, and then a 3 episode block, and then
4.
Because I did
12.
Yeah, I had a small break. It was like a 2 and 2.
Oh man. Anyways, okay, so here we go. Here's the plot of Sword Gai Part 2. Here we go. It starts off exactly where the last one ended, right? Like it's like, like not like, "Oh, it's been years since," or it's been months. It's like literally,
no, it's like in between some buildings right after that scene.
What happens is like Sword Guy's on the ground, Busoma dude is fighting other Busoma dude, and he's just like, "We're evil, we bounce out." Sword Gai gets put on fucking deep freeze by the sciencey guys, who go out and save, help people, chrysalises or whatever, but actually they're also evil because everybody in the show is evil, right? And Sword Gai escapes his like cryo freeze, or someone lets him loose because the Busoma he promised he'd kill, who was his homie, is now loose. So he's like, "I'm gonna go kill you." So he goes to in the first episode, he goes to him, he kills him, and that's the end of the first episode. And it's like cool, and then he goes back to his house where he's with his fucking sister, lover person or whatever. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're back, Sword Gai, my favorite Sword Gai." And he's just like, "Hey, bitch, I love you." And he rips his arm off, right? And he just throws it away and he goes, "I don't need it. I'm Sword Gai. I don't fucking need it."
And then he takes a wooden arm that somehow moves totally fine.
Mm-hmm. And then he puts it on. He's like, "I'm Sword Gai. I don't need it." And then I was like, and I'm watching this episode, completely bored off my fucking mind. It's super late. I'm like, you know what? I can watch the one episode, no big deal. And I start falling asleep.
Oh, yeah.
And then I wake up. But I wake up, Trip, and like there's no audio going on. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, did the episode end? I was like, did the episode end? Am I just really tired where I can't hear anything, And I see Sword Gai, he's on the top of a roof, and fucking his homegirl's like walking by, and fucking Sword Homie drops from the top of the roof and lands on his face and kills himself, commits suicide. Yeah, and I was just like, instantly woke up, like, hold on. Am I dreaming? Did my biggest dream come true that Sword Gai kill himself? And
if only you knew.
That's how the first episode ends. Then the second episode comes through, and we start getting introduced to and now there's a time leap, which is really horribly, represented.
Yeah, it's just man, 3 months sure have gone by, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Our main character's girlfriend, who is his sister, kind of refuses to talk.
Oh, I guess we should also say we watched it dubbed.
Yeah, I watched it dubbed. There's no way I'm watching the sub version of this.
Fuck no.
Anyway,
I did that while I was fishing in WoW. I was just like, this will be the easiest thing for me to do.
Yeah, so she refuses to talk because she's been too traumatized, and there's this new character who's white-haired guy who we met kind of for a second in the first season, and we quickly were told that he also has the other Haikyuu, right, which is the other sword, the one that guy.
There's a light dark.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's one that's imperfect, and then there's one that's the perfect one. And the perfect one is the one that this new homie gets.
Right. Which, honestly, he's a way fucking better character than Guy.
He still sucks, but he's better than Guy.
Just way fucking better than Guy.
Yeah, so, then it kind of becomes his story for a bit, and I was like, oh, cool, we got a new character. And you know what I thought? I was like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, Sword Gai Part 1 was a prequel to Sword Gai or whatever, Part 2. Maybe it's maybe that's what it was, because we get introduced to this new character, I
mean, it kind of was.
And our chick finally has, he doesn't talk. I'm like, oh, cool, she has some sort of development. She's not just annoying bitch,
Yeah.
And not annoying, she's mean or rude. She's just, so fucking lame, She's
she really sucks. Yeah. She just says shits that's happening.
Yeah,
that's it.
Cool, just shut up. That's how I feel every time she comes on the screen.
It's we're walking down the street right now, and you're thinking about this. And she's yeah.
Anyways, new Busoma come up, and new people become chrysalis, and people start dying. And the guy from the first season who lost his legs and was possessed by fucking some legit demon.
Yeah, the little blonde dude.
Yeah, he realizes that the people he's working with are lying to him, and so he goes nuts. He starts killing people left and fucking right, and then eventually we fucking get told that Sword Guy's still alive, and he comes back or whatever.
Yep.
He did plant his face on the ground, but someone saved him, and it's just this other society who also fights fucking Busoma, but they don't. But they do it differently or whatever.
Yeah, they're a more Asian.
Yeah, I would say they're temple-y, they're
they're kind of like monks.
Monks, kind of, yeah. We know
but Taekwondo monks.
Yeah, we got introduced to one of the guys in the first season, but it wasn't really explained who he was.
Yeah.
The second season, we get introduced to this girl who has weapons inside of her, and she's
honestly, she seemed like the most interesting character in the whole show.
She was the most fleshed out. Her bit was she was super young, and she reached enlightenment and became empty. And kind of what's the word? A sheath, right?
Yeah, they kept saying that she's a sheath over and over. And I just kept thinking, are they trying to make it sound sexual? Because I'm definitely ew, guys.
I'm so
stop.
totally turned on right now. Yeah, no. Because she's so empty and everything, she has the ability to store 24 weapons inside of her at the moment. She's so she's out there killing Busoma. She saved Guy. She's obviously starting to catch feelings for Guy.
Which was such a stupid thing
Super
to add.
weird because there's why?
She's I literally have nothing going on with me, but this man who does nothing at all.
It's just really mad and super full of just angst. I love him for some reason.
So
anyways, shit happens. Our new fucking sword guy, the white haired dude that has Blondo. He starts becoming a villain. He starts doing evilly stuff. He starts getting possessed. We find out that his dad is kind of a part of this organization. He's been funding it so he can help, in quotations, destroy the Busoma. And then we fucking just a bunch of bullshit happens. Our main character, the current director of this organization, saves her dad from the first season, only to get killed instantly by him. After he relapses, because guess what? He's still fucking evil. There's just so many side characters and side stories going on that they're just no one gives a fuck about. No characters fleshed out. I literally feel nothing for anyone. There's
they have the white haired dude. His little sister is also she's being experimented on in a hospital essentially, but they're calling it treatment, and they have to stay there all the time, and they're monitored through these bracelets that they have that withhold their crazy powers that they've been putting into these girls. Anyways, they each have apparently tragic backgrounds, but they only talk about them for 1 minute.
Yeah, or one episode, and then Like when they find you, I'll talk about it. It's like, cool. Guess what? They're all going to die this episode.
And then it also, I don't know if this is just like a shitty anime thing or if this is just how it's been in anime for a little bit, since I don't watch it dubbed ever, essentially. All of the little girls, there was like one that kind of sounds like a little girl.
Yeah.
But then the others sound like pretty much adults. Yeah, so I'm like, are these supposed to be like 16-year-olds that look like they're I don't know, 4 years old, or I don't know.
I couldn't tell you how old they were.
So fucking young, but also did not sound young.
You know, I agree. Anyways, I'm going to flash forward to a bunch of other stuff. So anyways, a bunch of people die. A bunch of new characters come in to just die. You know, Busoma's from the last season and Crystal's from the last season come in.
That didn't matter.
They didn't even matter. Some of them die, some of them don't. Like, they're just stupid side plots. The big thingy is that we find out that, you know, our new sword guy, I'm going to call him that. What do you say? Bondo or whatever?
I just said some name.
Anyways, fucking blonde.
It wasn't real at all.
The white-haired dude, his dad is actually like for Busoma. He's like,
no, we got tricked on.
He at first did hate the Busoma, but he's learned to realize that, you know what, like
we need these
they're
Busoma.
The future. Like they're gonna be like they're the new race, and like
which is fucked up considering that he's also like, they're fueled by just rage and hate. It's just like, wait, why is that a good thing? Yeah, when something shitty happens to them and it makes them mad forever, we want to make them even more mad.
Yeah, so he purposely acquired this sword in the hopes that his son would somehow be, acquire it and then become a Busoma, which ends up happening. And he also, puts his daughter through these rigorous torment, fucking tests to become a Busoma. She ends up becoming a weird monster. Anyways,
which was one of the best parts of the anime, just because I really liked the design and the like claws and the feet and the back spikes and the hair and the face.
I like that plot of the story because we really didn't know what was going on. We just saw little clips every now and then.
I felt like they were able to make that seem more explained than the rest of it.
It's just more it was more cohesive. It was just like there was it wasn't the only focus, but they did let it flesh out like over time. Because for a while I was like, I wonder what the fuck they're doing there, then weird things would happen, and every time they would go out,
something shady's going on, and I don't know exactly what.
Every time they go on a field trip, he would touch their bracelet, and then like they would flinch, and then
like you get to be free.
Yeah, and like it was super weird. Anyways,
his voice was also really weird, and I know that they tried to do that on purpose, but it was so fake feeling. That I feel like even the little girl characters would notice, like, all right, this dude's fucked up.
Yeah. So then our guy kills his sister, right?
And he new sword guy
kills his sister, and this makes him go to full Busoma mode. Like he is now Busoma, and his dad's super proud of him. He's like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you." He kills his dad or whatever.
Yeah, which totally makes sense.
And his dad is still super happy for him or whatever. And then let me just tell you, because so what happens during Sword Guy's bit is like, so he goes from being an asshole to then dying. Yeah. Then finding out he's alive. Being a pretty chill dude for a while.
Yeah. And everyone's like, Sword Guy is the best guy ever.
And he's just like a dud. He's just like, I'm just going to live on here, be a monk, whatever. He gets his weapon back, tries to protect the little kid, and then he goes full Busoma or whatever, and then becomes a total fucking asshole. Yeah. And it's just like, cool, you've been an asshole for almost the entire series. For all of like, unless 2 or 3 episodes, you were kind of cool. Yep. He gets stabbed, gets brought back to being not as much as an asshole. Still Sword Guy of an asshole, but not the Busoma asshole.
Big dick, yeah.
And so then the big thing is like the Reaper guy who's been floating around is like, hey man, it's finally gonna happen. My plot's gonna happen. The 2 Shiryu's swords are gonna fight and become the Busoma god thing, and that's it. And so the fucking swords fight. And
what happens?
They're fighting in human form. Here's the big thing: they're fighting in human form, and he needs them to fight in like their Busoma forms. Yeah. And he's just like, "What the fuck? This is taking too long." And then the annoying bitch shows up, and she's just like, "No, Sword Guy, don't do it. I love you, whatever." Yeah. And then the Reaper guy grabs the chick, and he's just like, "Oh, so you guys are fighting over this bitch. I'm fucking done with her." He like stabs her, doesn't die for some reason. And then this triggers Sword Guy and new Sword Guy to be mad at the Reaper instead of like mad at each other, which is like a huge mistake. He's like, this is the one thing you guys fucking love you're fighting for. I'm gonna hurt it. So great, now they're gonna turn on you. So they turn on him, and then they both kind of swipe at each other, and then like is this real like existential thing, and one of them dies, right? One of them, it's the new Sword Guy dies. Old Sword Guy's alive, And that's fucking, and that's it. Like, then like the last, like,
yeah. And then it's like, oh man, that feels like it's just going to cut and it's over. But luckily we had about 10 more seconds to wrap things up.
Of just him just being back at the fucking dojo making weapons or whatever. There's also this side plot with this new kid who is, an Iron Maiden is his new Busama, right?
Yeah, his whole thing didn't really make any sense to me.
He got bullied a lot. He became Busama.
Well, he became a Busama by being like, this creepy thing that I feel like speaks to me.
Might be my friend, yeah.
I'm going to go inside the Iron Maiden. Hopefully I won't die. And then, of course, he gets super stabbed and he gets absorbed by it, or he absorbs it. I don't really know how it works.
Yeah, because he can turn it off and on whenever he wants. And Sword Guy's kind of impressed by it. So he's like, Guy's my first friend. Guy becomes an asshole. He's like, oh, you took my first friend. And then it's like, oh, Guy's back. Guy's gone.
Yeah.
My friend
also,
is now this
he hung out with New Guy for a second. New Guy was like, I'll fucking help you get your friend and we'll be friends. And he's like, that sounds dope. And he's like, hey, I don't want to be friends anymore. And he's like, you fucking betray me. Why does everyone fucking betray me? He's like, nah, man, I'm not betraying you. And he's like, no, we said we were going to be friends. I want you dead.
And then he ends up being friends with new Sword Guy's sister, who somehow is still alive. I don't know how.
She's died twice at this point. Whatever.
Here's the one death that really fucking kicked me in the dick. So the chick that's kind of cool, who has like she's a sheath, right?
Yeah.
She has all the weapons inside of her. So
I think she had like 21 or 22 or something. She had
24 because I specifically remember her having 24 because she's Sword Guy's like, hey, I gotta go save my friend or whatever because that's what Sword Guy does. I gotta go save because I'm not an asshole right now.
Hey, there's a friend. I'm gonna be nice for some reason.
And then she's just like, no, you can't. You're not. You're not well because once you go try to protect her, you're gonna turn into Busama and then probably fucking kill her.
Yep.
And he's just like, nah, bitch, I got this. And so the chick goes, okay, fine, let me heal you. So she heals him.
Yeah.
Apparently she can heal people, right?
Whatever.
She heals him and he goes, okay, thanks. I really appreciate it. Hey, and by the way, if I ever become Busama, you kill me, right? Laters. And so then he leaves. And then not even like seconds after she leaves, like a big old spear comes out her chest, right? And he's like, it hurts. And she's just like, oh, what the fuck is this? And then her fucking lapdog who's in love with her goes, oh no, come over here, let me help you. And she's like, no, it's okay, leave me alone. So then she walks away and then more weapons starts like plunging out of her body.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, oh no. She's like, it makes sense, She's like,
I fell in love with him and now I'm dead.
I've been empty for so long, and now I have something and I'm in love with him and
fucking dumb.
I can't hold these weapons anymore, so they're killing her. And then the fucking dude just goes, let me help you. She's like, no, go away. I don't need your help. It's like, I'm not going to leave your side. Hugs her. He dies, she dies. I was like, what the fuck, Sword Guy? At every fucking possible way you can. Anybody that gets near you is just fucked. Except for apparently your girlfriend and her dad, because they're always okay.
Yeah.
But everybody else, super fucked.
So stupid. I remember there was something else dumb that there was this chick that was going around like just fucking killing everyone for no reason.
She's the fire chick with the one from the first season that had like she was like a gamer. She played she had the beads in her hair. Yeah. And in this, and I only remembered her being a gamer because when she dies, she goes, well, I guess it's game over.
That makes more sense now because I didn't remember because I was like, I fucking hate this chick.
She was like she did Street Fighter kind of games or whatever. And then in the first season, the guy that she beat goes up to her and is like, hey, good job. You did really good. And she goes, fuck you, you're trash. So he beats the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And then a Busama shows up. And then she gets possessed by it, and then she just goes fucking mad. Ends up working for the Reaper guy.
Yep.
Who I can't tell if died or not. I don't fucking remember.
I don't know. But so that whole subplot sucked, and it made no sense, and she did some retarded shit, and she wound up dying.
Talk about the worst subplot, though.
I don't know. I was just going to talk about the person with guns, which I really liked. They just had guns, and they did a really good job at making it seem like, oh, fuck. Like, each time they would block a bullet, they would go, like, sliding the fuck back.
I liked him because I also liked him. His character design was pretty cool. Like, he was like he had like two guns that he would shoot.
Yeah.
But also this really cool thing where he would like line up. Yeah, he would like line up. Yeah, he would line up his hands together. It'd become a gun. And then like his shoulder would also have like extension. So it'd become like a rifle kind of thing. It was really cool looking.
They did a really good job with him.
Yeah, it's still a bad show though.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, no, I was gonna say the worst subplot was like in the first show, the first season we meet.
Oh, that was I was more interested in this than some of the other parts.
It just didn't make any sense.
It was stupid and it did not need to be in here. Yeah. So there's this dude who cuts hair and he's a chrysalis and essentially he has this like whack ass ice sword.
Yeah, that it's supposed to be like a fairy wing from what I remember.
Yeah.
Like the story was like a Viking had this fairy wing or blah, 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 all this stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
So he could like freeze people essentially. And then there's this other chick. I don't remember what
so the way
weapon
she got her
has.
is that she was on
Not the big chick.
What?
I was going to mention the...
I don't know where she's from. I know she was in the first season for a bit, like with the Reaper guy, but she's just this big tittied bitch with long hair.
Yeah, it's stupid. He's like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. She has amazing golden hair and it looks perfect. And she's also got like the best body of all time. And look at them tatties. And then, oh no, she's the one that killed my sister. I can't feel this way about her.
I don't even remember when that happened.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, man, whatever the fuck you say. Sure, she killed your sister. Okay. And he's all conflicted about her the whole time. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? Just hate her. If you actually hate her.
But they end up fucking each other.
Yeah, essentially she like, she makes him like swoon using her Busoma powers. And then he fucks her. And
when he's done fucking her, he goes, No, it's impossible.
I can't believe I did this.
I can't believe I put my thing inside of you.
And then he's done a thing a couple of times at this point where he's like so shocked and wants to get away from the situation where he just leaps out a window in this really dumb, dramatic way.
Yeah.
Which they do like as a joke. This whole plot line felt like a really weird inside joke.
Yeah, no, and so then the thing is like the reason he agreed to become a chrysalis and work for this company, was because earlier in the first season we meet a bigger woman who's on a cruise and they find this big old warhammer or whatever. They find a big old treasure, right? In the treasure there's also this warhammer.
And with these like cursed weapons, it calls out to everyone.
Yeah. So these people, somebody on the cruise ship starts killing everybody. And they're like, oh, who's killing everybody? Blah, 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 this stuff. It turns out it's like the deckhand, right?
Yeah.
And he ends up killing the fat chick, but the fat chick gets a warhammer and she becomes a chrysalis. And so then she has all this gold and things, but she, for some reason, is super attracted to our hairstylist guy.
Yeah.
And it's hinted at the first season. And when I saw that, remember, because it just kind of cuts there. I was like, oh, cool. They're just going to fight. And the best Busoma, the best chrysalis is going to win or whatever.
Yeah.
And no, what happens is like, apparently this fat chick just keeps stalking this hairdresser. And so to get away from her, he decides to join this group so they can put him in deep freeze and sleep and get woken up every now and then and hopefully not have to see her. But she always ends up finding him. So she finds him and like, she's like, I'm in love with you. We're in a relationship after she's fucked this, crazy chick. And he's about to turn into a chrysalis. And her solution is, I'm going to grab his face and put him in my big old titties.
Guess what? Works like a charm every time.
And I don't even know how that really ends. I couldn't tell you.
The blonde-haired bitch turns into a big-ass serpent, and they fight her, and I think they all die.
Is that how it happens?
I don't know. Maybe they lived. But they definitely fought her.
I couldn't fucking tell you. Point is, that was bad. Look,
it fucking sucked, so
bad show. Okay, yeah, the best part is, fucking Sword Gai doesn't die in the series, and, credits roll, only to have us believe, hey, man,
there's going to be another part.
There's going to be a part 3.
Because we didn't wrap up everything,
Nothing
guys.
got wrapped up.
Yeah.
Because,
they weren't like, actually, Busomas are okay.
Yeah, it was... I mean, I couldn't... If there was an ending, if, like, this did end up, like, being the ending and all it being over...
Yeah.
It was very unclear to me.
So, game-breaking things about this show... when I was watching it, I felt no sense of this being a connected world. There were no people in the background. It was just whoever's there is there for a reason. Nobody's in the background except for like 2 fucking scenes.
Yeah, in the
like
park.
One of the very last ones too. Yeah,
there's one in the park, and then there's one where Sword Guy's in super Sword Guy badass mode, and he's just walking, and I guess he's so evil that his aura is just making people around him kill each other.
Yeah. Like, they're only there for that kind of purpose. It's never just they happen to be around when other characters are walking, not doing anything menacing. They're just, like, existing in the world. They're never other characters. It's only there when they need to be like, oh, my God, look at this. We're here for a reaction shot. I just felt like the world was so fake, which, if I went outside and I walked around, chances are I wouldn't see anybody. But that's because I don't live in a fucking city. This is like a big-ass city. At all times of day and night, you should be able to see somebody on these main streets that they're walking down with no fucking cars driving, no people, nothing.
Yeah. Something I really don't like with this show is, they didn't really know what they were like trying to be at times, because there was times where it's like, you know what, this is a fucking it's just fucking action, it's fucking violence, it's dark, there's so much blood. But then we would also cut to like really poorly shitty done like anime tropes and anime like things like, let's do this fucking really stupid bit, and like have those anime reactions, super anime reactions where it's like, what? Like it instantly takes you out of like what they're trying to put you in. Like,
absolutely.
Like, are you trying, because are you trying to put me in a really menacing dark world, or are you trying to make me laugh every now and then? Make up your fucking mind, right?
Yeah, it's so hard to take it seriously when it doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, I get people are dying left and right, but why are you cracking a joke?
It's stupid. So the things that I liked about this, a couple of character designs, I thought that they did a really good job with the Sheath chick who reached Nirvana. Her design was kind of cool. Her vibes were tight, and her voice actress was good. But her fucking story was retarded, being like, oh, I'm going to fall in love and die, whatever. Stupid. And then I also really liked the design of the little sister in her like demon Busoma kind of form thing. Because she looks like a freaky ass, like extra big teeth, extra big claws on her feet and hands. She has this weird ass elbow that I didn't really like. It felt like kind of like bug-like. But she didn't look bug-like at all other than that. She had these kind of like hoof feet, but they
looked like heels kind of.
Yeah, like high heel type things. But it was done in a freaky way to where it looked like her bone went down.
Yeah.
Instead of it being like just another part of her foot. Yeah, so she had like a creepy foot that was just like resting on this platform, essentially.
Imagine like Froppy's feet, but like creepier.
Yeah. That's a good comparison. I really liked her design just because it was really simplistic. I felt like it fit in the world well, and it was a very different feeling than the rest of the show, where there's actually a monster instead of these 3D animated fake ass demon knights. Yeah, that like they hardly felt menacing at all. They just felt like a couple of dumbasses in big ass costumes.
I think the things I liked the gun Busoma. He was kind of cool for a bit.
It was fun.
I was like, oh, nice design. I think he died. Can't remember. I think Sword Gai might have killed him.
Chances are he's dead because Sword Gai just started killing all these people that I didn't give a fuck about.
Yeah. There's the bit where, the three girls are in the hospital. I for the most part, like that arc. I thought that was the most promising. Yeah. It really kept me... that's the only thing that kept me invested. Like, what's going on here?
Well, they didn't show us the other girls' forms either, which was
kind of a bummer because, like, this chick goes super fucking Busoma mode and bites the throat of one of them. I was like, oh, that's fucking dark, right?
Yeah, that was fucked up.
And then she's gonna go attack this last one, but the last one, like, her bracelet pops off, right? And then her face turns, like, her eyes turn a different, extreme way.
About to go into demon mode.
She's about to go demon mode, and then she gets killed. And I was like. I was thinking maybe because they're these demons, they can like still go demon mode and like take more damage, like maybe heal up or whatever. Yeah. And they didn't. They just died. I was like, what a bummer. What a waste of like these two characters.
It could have been so cool.
You've actually had the effort to, or the worthwhile to try to develop some sort of character development just to have them die in the same scene.
Right. They should have spread that out just a little bit because one of the girls dying, it was like, oh fuck, that's pretty damn shocking that like they would kill each other. Yeah. That's pretty sad. Let's just kill them both. Yeah. Like that does not do it any justice.
No, if they would have released all three of them. Yeah. That would have been pretty cool because they're like, oh, cool, there's people out there hunting. They had to hunt these. They're not Busomas. What are they? That could have been fun. Or if the one would have died, that's pretty dark because, oh man, they were friends. And the second one could have lived and like, that would have been cool because say Sword Gai could have killed that chick and been like, I'm just out here killing, things. Whatever. And then that way when he kills a sister, it's even more shocking because he was like, I didn't know, or whatever. It was just wasteful, kind of like, I know there's this, you're supposed to kill your darlings or whatever to like make things good. Like you shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't be scared to write a character and then kill them off, Yeah. But when you're killing off three characters that can, and for the most part, be worthwhile, like...
Well, they could be done two different ways. Major character dying off in a really quick way, that's shocking.
Oh, yeah, that's like a Kami got killed, shocking. Like, holy shit, you kidding me? Yeah.
Whoa. And then when you do it this way, where you're like, I'm going to set up this story arc, and you're kind of getting into these characters. Nope, they're just dead. It just feels like a slap in the face.
Yeah. I mean, this whole show was a slap in the face. Bad show. We're also really bad. You did like to say that the 3D animation did get better, like from first season. Like,
yeah, it got better from first season. There were a couple of scenes where I was like, "Oh, it's
pretty clean. It's pretty clean looking."
But it was clunky as fuck in most of the scenes. But
what's also really bad is their 2D is also really bad. Like, it's
so bad.
It's just super.
It feels
ugly.
stale, slow.
It feels unappealing, and it's just an eyesore. Honestly,
bad shading,
bad intro, really shitty outro.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, bad show. Don't hurt yourself.
Hey man, I don't have anything else to say.
No, I'm done with this too. Fuck Sword Gai.
Fuck Sword Gai.
I cannot wait for Sword Gai Part 3 to drop though. We put it off as long as we could. We had to eventually review this.
We really fucking did. We even went over last week's episode with just, looks like we didn't go Crunchyroll. Like we could have done Sword Gai. We could have
done Sword Gai where it's like, nah man, I'm really tired.
It's like, I'm too fucking beat.
Look, man, I know we haven't decided what exactly we're going to do for next week, but...
there's a chance we're doing live action anime. There's a chance that something crazy cool is going to come up.
I'd be down for either.
I would definitely be down for either.
Yeah, I'm down for either. Put me down for either.
Oh, okay. One down for either. And would you be having any guests?
Yes, one plus one. One person also down for either.
Okay, and I'll just write that. Oh, wait, is that me?
That's you.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So that's the end of the show. If you like our logo, hit up Aaron from TurbyTops.com. If you like our theme song, hit up Tom Nasser. He's on SoundCloud. He's on YouTube. He's a Ohio State Buckeye. Go Buckeyes.
If you like Steven Universe, watch it on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I guess. If you like Adventure Time, watch it on Cartoon Network. Oh, you can't because it's fucking over.
No, man.
Away with me. I don't want to get sued for it.
You know what? I haven't watched it in such a long time, but
I caught the last couple
episodes. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's good. It was good. I'm glad they wrapped it up. I was in class. I was humming that, and someone was like, "Did you watch the last episode?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it's pretty good." He goes like, he just kind of starts going on, and I'm like, "Look, man."
I caught the last episode. Not the last 5 seasons.
The last 500 episodes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I used to like Adventure Time a lot when it came out.
I loved it. I watched a couple of seasons.
And then a bunch of stuff. And then I just kind of, I'll watch it whenever.
Yeah, it kind of piddled out. There were a bunch of episodes where you're just like, none of this feels important. Like at first you were watching it because you were like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is a neat little world.
Ooh, look at this. There might be some subplot in here. Like,
and then we got really into that because they started exploring it more and more.
And then they're just like, hey, fucking pancake guy. And you're like, what the fuck?
If you want to find us on Facebook, look up the Instagram Podcast. Same thing goes for Instagram. Look up the Instagram Podcast. If you want to find us on Twitter, look up Instant Ramen Pod.
You didn't do it. You didn't say it right.
Tweet at Instagram Pod?
No, you did it wrong. You go, if you want to tweet at us, tweet at, but you said, you completely fucked that. You changed it up to try to catch me in a fucking lie, and you didn't.
In a lie?
Yeah, you were trying to make me say the line. You didn't say it right.
Well, I'm sorry.
Do it again.
I didn't mean to.
Do it again.
If you want to tweet at us, tweet at
Instagram Pod. You got me again. Trip, for fucking Christ's sakes! I want to go home. Do this right so we can leave. Trip, I'm serious. Do your thing.
If you want to tweet at us, tweet at Instant Ramen Pod.
Podcast didn't fit. By the way, we also announced the winner of a giveaway. I don't remember his name. Congratulations on winning, though. Fuck you, Trip.
I can't. It's so stupid. And I think you could also email us, israelpodcast@gmail.com. Shirogami-san, congratulations. Shirogami-san, I assume on Instagram, has won the giveaway.
Yeah, and he hit us up, and he's going to get his stuff pretty soon, so good for him.
Congrats to Shirogami-san.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
You're such a piece of shit.
I honestly
go fuck yourself.
Genuinely did not realize what I was doing until the second time. The second time that it happened, I was like, oh, I understand what you're talking about from the first time, because I seriously spaced.
For 100 and something episodes we've been doing this, and you decide to fuck with me on the one thing.
I'm fucking done. I did not realize I did that, and I'm so happy I did.
This is Bye from Juan.
This is See You Around from Chris.
Hey, Trip, don't forget.
Just add hot water.
Hey, stick around for our first episode of, what's it called? ASMR. ASMR, yeah. Check it out. Here it is.
Thanks for listening, guys.
It's pretty hot. It's pretty sexy.
Bye. It's kind of like background noise. Like, I don't know if you ever pay attention just in a classroom, like during a test or anything. If it's like an easy test, you hear everyone around you writing. It's just silent and you just hear all that writing. Like, I've always loved that kind of like sound, or a bunch of people typing in a computer lab. I just like background sound type stuff.
Okay, but
that's
like,
all it is for me.
Then why is it there's just people like out there like chewing on cucumbers?
Because it's also like a weird fetish thing.
Okay.
But it didn't start out that way, and it immediately became that. It became all these girls pretending to be like your girlfriend and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm your girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is what that would sound like if I was your girlfriend.
So there were a lot of people that I would like listen to their videos, and then they dropped out because it got too weird, and they were just like, I don't like how people are commenting on stuff, and I just don't want any part of it.
Being destroyed.
Yeah,
I don't like it. The one I saw for a long time was this like African American lady. She'd be like right up on that fucking Blue Yeti, you know, just chewing on fucking pickles, and I was like, it is really unsettling.
No, a lot of the people that I like don't really show their face too. They just have like things that they're doing while they're whispering into the mic.
Stuff.
Yeah, kind of like, I don't know. There's this chick that got this like little like toy fossil kit. So you have to like carve the fossils out of like this dirt
and you
clay
like the
stuff.
Noise?
Yeah, and it made like a really cool noise. That's a very distinct one that I remember. And I don't know. People just find like good noises. Those are the ones that I really like.
There's stuff like that I like. I mean, they're not the like the ASMR things, but there's like the, you know, people, they'll cut like kinetic sand. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, those same kind of satisfying in a very different way for me. Because some people get like a weird tingly response, which I don't really agree with, but there's like a really relaxing sensation of like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, this is chill.
There's a girl that like, she like frosts cakes, if they're weird, like glazes them. She glazes cakes. It's pretty cool. I also like the girl that I don't know if she like, it's a banana peel. No, a banana peeler. No, it's like I think it's a potato peeler, but she'll do it like a soap.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah,
it's pretty good. I don't know, man. I think as a society, we're just really fucked. You know,
I mean, the fact that we're just like, yeah, give me more of this shit. This like very weird, normal shit is what I love.
The fact that I can sit there for 2 hours watching some chick mix different types of paint on her palette, and be like completely entertained.
It's crazy. Because I also like, there are certain videos along that similar vein of like people carving wood and stuff, and I could just like watch that for days of just like, you know, it's spinning on one of those little things. They're like rounding out a knob or something like that.
A lathe.
Yeah. I love that shit.
It's weird. You think people listen to us and they're just like, wow, I'm so soothed right now. Hey, this is Juan, and this is my buddy Trip.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, are you soothed?
I don't know if they would necessarily feel soothed from this.
This is what it sounds like when I drink water. Hold on, here you go.
Okay. It was good until the end bit. It got really fucking weird. Let's go. That was a lot better.
Was it good?
That was a lot
Maybe
better.
we should just stop podcasting and do this instead.
just ASMR. Like as a duo.
All right, Trip, I'm going to pass it to you now.
Like, all right, cool, thanks. And just like, here, I got some M&Ms for you, man. Why don't you just clink them around and eat some?
Just, if people ask her enough, we'll do it. Hey, oh, look at the microphone. Ooh. This is my chin on the microphone.
This is my eye on the microphone.
Ow, it hurts. Oh man, that's super fucked. No, but if people ask for it, we'll do it.
I think that would be fun as fuck to like have like a plan. Like these are all the different things we're going to use for it. Also, I'm on call, so I'm going to get all these things from Sierra during it.
What are you getting from Sierra?
Texts.
Tell her to leave you alone.
She should know. Fuck, I can't turn that off.